Syria's new government is trying to integrate the country's southern Druze majority Sweida governorate under central control, despite days of intense fighting. Israeli-backed Druze cleric Hikmat al Hijri violated multiple ceasefire efforts with both Syrian government forces and Bedouin tribal fighters. These deals were mediated with the help of the Trump administration, Turkey, and neighbouring Arab states. Every time Syrian army or Bedouin forces withdrew from Sweida, al-Hijri's armed militants overtook the city, committing atrocities against the Bedouins and now displacing them from the entire province. So who is Hikmat al Hijri and what does he really want? Hikmat al Hijri is one of the top spiritual leaders of Syria's Druze minority with a long and shifting political track record. He remained neutral during the early days of the Syrian revolution, but by 2013 was backing then Syrian regime leader Bashar al-Assad, urging Druze youth to join the Syrian army and requesting weapons to defend against militants. He even supported Iranian-backed militias fighting for the Assad regime. But between 2021 and 2022, he pivoted, backing Druze-led protests over economic hardship. He called for mass mobilization against regime forces and demanded the removal of local security chiefs. After Assad's fall in December 2024 and the subsequent rise of Ahmed al-Shara, al-Hijri initially expressed willingness to cooperate with the new leadership in managing Sweida. But by March 2025, he reversed course, denouncing al-Shara's government as extremists and declaring Israel is not the enemy. Since then, he's acted as Israel's proxy in Syria. Israel has its own Druze population, many of whom serve in the army and have recently been lobbying Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu to intervene on behalf of Syria's Druze minority. Netanyahu, purportedly in response to these requests, ordered strikes on Damascus and Syrian military positions on July 16th, claiming to protect the Druze from the other groups. During these violent clashes, al-Hijri has repeatedly violated ceasefire agreements negotiated between other Druze factions and the Syrian government. Al-Hijri's attacks have been enabled by Israeli air support. Now, under the pretext of protecting the Druze, Israel is demanding that no Syrian troops be stationed south of Damascus. Al-Hijri is also calling for a land corridor to areas occupied by the SDF, an entity dominated by the PKK-YPG terror group in the northeast, and for Jordan to open a border crossing into Sweida province. His demand for Druze autonomy aligns closely with Israel's long-standing goal of weakening and fragmenting Syria. Turkey, Syria's neighbour and a strong ally, opposes any attempt to divide Syria. Here's what Hakan Fidan, Turkey's Minister of Foreign Affairs, said recently.
Bazı ülkelerin amacı Suriye'yi en az 4 parçaya bölerek uyarıyoruz. Hiçbir grup parçalamaya yönelik hareket içine geçmesin. Ama bunun ötesine geçerek, şiddet kullanarak bölmeye ve istikrarsızlaştırmaya doğru giderseniz biz bunu kendi milli güvenliğimize yönelik doğrudan tehdit olarak algılar ve müdahale ederiz.
Many Druze leaders, including Laith al-Bal'ous, commander of the Druze Sheikh al-Karama forces, have also rejected Israeli interference and continue to engage with Damascus. Meanwhile, Syrian President al-Shara has pledged to protect Druze minority rights and to investigate reported abuses in Sweida.
كما أخص في كلمتي هذه أهلنا من الدروز الذين هم جزء أصيل من نسيج هذا الوطن. نؤكد لكم أن حماية حقوقكم وحريتكم هي من أولوياتنا.
The key question remains, how will Syrian authorities respond to the growing threat posed by Israeli-aligned figures like al-Hijri? Is Israel going to keep on trying to cause instability in Syria in order to achieve its expansionist goals as part of its Greater Israel agenda, in addition to its genocidal policies in Palestine's Gaza?